Sacramento lays its roots not so much to Sutter as his son, John Sutter Jr. John Sutter Jr. tries to have the city laid out, and using his power of attorney for his father, he does that. But first of all, he wants to have a map of a city. And so he hires an engineer from the Army Engineers by the name of Captain Warner to do a survey. And he lays out the city that we know as that central grid from A to Z and from the river to about 30th Street, numbers and letters. Roughly north, south, east, west axis. Not quite, but close to that. One of the first things that was a challenge to me when I came to work for the city in the mid-1960s was, where is Warner's survey notes? Where's Warner's map? Well, Warner's map was lost somewhere along the, Warner's map was not lost. His survey notes were lost. But the map never existed. There never was a map by Warner. The reason is, after he did the survey, Warner went on with the Army, went on a expedition up to the northern part of California in what was called the Indian Wars at the time. And in crossing back from between Nevada and California up around Lassen and that area someplace, he got into a fight with a group of Indians, and some accounts suggested that he might have had 100 arrows or so in him. So he didn't come back to ever do the map. So a guy named Sloat did the first map of Sacramento and lays it out. And we have the city laid out as we know it. After that, then we start to sell the lots. And when we start to sell off the lots, Sutter Jr. selects a guy named Peter Burnett, who would become governor of California, to be his chief salesperson. Unfortunately, Sutter and his son have a fight, and the father revokes the power of attorney. Unfortunately, didn't tell Peter Burnett that, apparently, because Peter Burnett continued to sell lots while somebody else sold the same lots to somebody else. Then we have a lot of confusion in who owns what lot. And in Sacramento, that leads to a lot of confusion, because on Front Street in the year 1850, we sometimes have lots selling 3 and 4 or 5 times a week, maybe, or a month, at least 4 or 5 times a month. So this is an intolerable confusion, but it's how the city was born, in the midst of a lot of confusion.